I had to motivate myself by saying, first of all, I was like, I'm not going to live the rest of my life this way. That was big. You know, I was young. I was in my 20s and I was like, I'm going to live the rest of my life with disease. I had a moment where just like, nope,
Nope.
not an option.
Nope.
And then I had this moment where I was like, okay, but this is hard. It's not easy. You know, there were some really tough moments sitting there in like horrendous pain, barely being able to move and still having to hold on to hope. And I had to find a motivator. And my motivator was, I'm going to have kids one day and I'm going to want to go running with them. I'm going to want to feel healthy and strong with them. You know, I'm going to have teenagers who are going to go for a run. I want to do that with them. Okay, that was my motivation. So I'd go back, I'd be in horrendous pain, tears streaming down my face from pain. And I would go back in and close my eyes and I would do my visualization, because here's the other thing you asked about, tools and techniques. The brain does not know the difference between what is imagined and what is real. Your body does not know the difference. You have to convince it. Obviously, there's like more specifics to that, as you know from our class. You have to visualize it correctly, you know. But I would just, okay, I'd be in horrendous pain, close my eyes. Those future running with my future kids was that motivation. So I just had to keep holding on to that. I just had to keep holding on to that, you know. And the human spirit, I mean, you are so much stronger than you know. And when you live with this disease, you start to realize how strong you actually are. So you're already so strong just for facing this. Like, you know, it's what I always want to tell people, like, you have that strength inside of you. Now you just got to shift it over, harness it over here, you know?
It's a lot of mental shifts and a lot of once we get past woo-woo, once we get past this is hard, once we get past I'm not seeing any results, there's the idea of you having a notion of yourself in your gourd that you currently do not have, and having that gourd notion of you carry you through the tough stuff. The wait, is this really gonna work? Wait, this isn't working how I thought it would work right now. It's a whole bunch of garbage. Bye. Like, no, your idea of this self of yours propels you through that and propels you through the mental stuff, which is the heaviest stuff to lift a lot of the times.
Yeah. And remember, you're changing your cells. I mean, to heal the body is really, it's no small act. And it's not the same as taking a medication. So, you know, for example, I was on Tysabri for years, amazing drug. And it blocks the blood-brain barrier. Well, that's amazing. Okay, so you have immediate protection. There it is, right? We're actually asking, when you embark on this path on, you know, of mind-body medicine, you are actually asking the body to change. And so you have to give it time to do so. I mean, I have seen spontaneous remission. I've seen it. It's possible, totally 100% possible. Most of the time, it takes some time. And I always relate it to when you have a scab. You get a cut and you have a scab on that cut, right? On that injury, that wound. And the scab does not look good. If someone were to just look at that, they're like, ooh, that must hurt. Is that bad? But the scab is a sign of healing, because underneath that, you are developing new skin. On the surface, it's ugly. But then all of a sudden that scab is going to fall away and you're going to have this beautiful, strong new skin, because your body naturally has that capacity.
Oh, Lord. I'm sitting here, Kaylee's A2D, talking about how to make my multiple sclerosis scab new skin, ladies and gentlemen.